stray. A simple world where love would bloom in every corner of the living room. Oh, the golden thread, it ties us tight through black and white into the light. A reel of love, it's always there. Classic moments beyond compare.
Hey, welcome back to The Golden Thread, Lessons from Classic TV. These episodes are brought to you by the Classic TV Preservation Society, founded by Herbie J. Pilato. Some television shows entertain us. Some make us laugh. Some transport us to another place. And then there are the rare ones that quietly ask what kind of people that we hope to become. MASH was one of those shows. At first glance, it was a comedy set during the Korean War. Doctors made jokes. Practical jokes filled the camp. The dialogue was fast, clever, and endlessly funny. But beneath every laugh was something much heavier. The reminder that war is, above all else, a human tragedy. The doctors and nurses of the 4077th didn't awake each morning wondering how to win a war. They wondered how many lives they could save before the next helicopter landed. That difference mattered. The series rarely glorified conflict. Instead, it celebrated compassion. Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce met horror with humor. Not because he failed to take the suffering seriously, but because sometimes laughter was the only thing standing between hope and despair. His wit became armor, not to hide from the others, but to protect the part of himself that still cared. B.J. Honeycutt reminded us what it meant to remain connected to home. His letters, his stories about Peg and Aaron, his longing to return to ordinary life. They reminded us that every person serving in war carries another world inside of them. A family, friends, dreams waiting beyond the battlefield. Margaret Houlihan may have experienced one of the greatest transformations in television history. Early on, she seemed defined by military discipline and rigid expectations. Over time, we discovered someone deeply compassionate, someone capable of extraordinary courage, someone who learned that strength isn't measured only by rank or obedience. It is measured by the size of one's heart. Then there was Colonel Potter, steady, wise, kind, a leader who understood that authority earns respect most naturally when it is exercised with humility. He rarely needed to raise his voice. His character did the talking for him. Then there's Father Mulcahy. He reminded us that faith isn't simply found in sermons. Sometimes it's found in showing up, listening, comforting, remaining beside another person when there are no easy answers. His ministry wasn't about certainty. It was about presence. And who in this show, who could forget Radar O'Reilly? With his teddy bear tucked safely nearby and his remarkable ability to anticipate what everyone needed, Radar carried an innocence that the war never completely erased. He reminded us that gentleness can survive even in difficult places, perhaps especially there. Even Winchester, whose pride often hid behind sophistication, slowly revealed unexpected depths. The series rarely allowed its characters to remain exactly who they were. People changed. They grew. They disappointed one another. It's one of the really amazing things about the show, the growth that you see of the characters and the people. They forgave. They became more fully human. What made MASH extraordinary wasn't simply its balance of comedy and drama. It was its refusal to forget the individual. There's so many other characters too that were absolutely wonderful. And they all grew together as a family. Every wounded soldier arriving by helicopter wasn't just another patient. They were someone's son, someone's husband, someone's daughter, someone's friend. The series insisted that every life mattered. It was so amazing how you would go, they would be joking, and then when the time was right, it was solemn, it was serious. So what is the golden thread running through MASH? I believe it's this. Our circumstances do not have to determine our humanity. Even surrounded by conflict, we can choose compassion. Even surrounded by anger, we can choose kindness. Even surrounded by despair, we can choose hope. The people of the 407 7th could not end the war. But every single day, they chose to lessen its suffering. And that choice mattered. Today's world often feels divided. We're encouraged to pick sides, to see opponents instead of people, to argue before listening. MASH quietly reminds us that beneath every disagreement is another human being carrying burdens that we may never fully understand. That lesson feels just as important today as it did more than 50 years ago. The final episode of MASH remains one of the most watched television broadcasts in history. And that's not because audiences wanted to see how the jokes ended. It was because they had come to love these people. They had watched them laugh, cry, grow, heal others, and sometimes struggle to heal themselves. By the end, they no longer felt like television characters to us. They felt like friends. Perhaps that's why MASH continues to resonate generation after generation. It reminds us that humanity isn't revealed when life is easy. It's revealed when life is hardest. Compassion is most meaningful when it costs us something. Hope shines brightest in darkest places. And sometimes, the greatest act of courage isn't winning a battle. It's refusing to lose your heart while you're fighting one. And guys, you just really have to think about it. Because that's the golden thread. I love you all very much. And I'll see you next week. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.
Walking down the lanes of yesterday, where laughter echoes and hearts don't stray.